Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 14, Episode 12, Trust Planning Issues. First, I apologize for the people outside doing whatever it is that they're doing. Mowing the grass. I don't know. But if my mic picks it up, I'm sorry. So we start off, we have to bounce around to see what everybody is doing before we land on the story. Marlo's having tea, talking to herself. Drew, she's talking to to her mama, whatever, about getting fired from her daddy's practice. Then we see Sheree at home with Cairo. She's still working on She by Sheree. Of course, she wants it to be up and running this year. And so she's going to need him to model whenever she's ready. Of course, he's going to do that for her. She's in the sketching process. So she's making strides, It just has to come into fruition at this point because she's been talking about this for years. For years. It's Ace's birthday. And so Candy invites a few of the cousins to come over that night. She invited Drew and Kenya as well. They're going to have a big party for him that weekend, but she's having a small gathering for him tonight. Ace shows up all excited. I'm so excited. It's my birthday. He is so cute. They got him a gaming truck, and so they go out there and, let the boys go out there and play Fortnite and Roblox and all the other games that they all love to play because they all are playing it. They all are. Mine included. My son probably playing Roblox. He probably playing Roblox as we speak. Anyway, Sheree, she drops in on Marlo at Le Archive, and so does Sonya. And so we do this back and forth. So let me wrap up. I'm gonna wrap up Sheree. Can I wrap up Sheree, Marlo? Because they kind of go back and forth, and I hate when they do that because it messes up my notes and how I'm gonna regurgitate this in the review. Anyway, Sheree drops in on Marlo at the archive. Sonya shows up to join them as well. And of course, they talk about Candy and Kenya. Marlo, I don't know why Marlo always dragging Candy in something. But now the trip going bad and all and what's going on between she and Kenya is Candy's fault. I don't know how Candy got in this, but Marlo disappointed in Candy as well. You always doing this. And it's annoying at this point. Because she didn't do anything. She really didn't do anything. But anyway, Sonya, she's such a flip-flopper. I like Kenya, but and then that girl, whatever. Because now you over here, in cahoots with Sheree and Marlo. Like, y'all hanging so tough. Okay, girl, whatever. Sonya called, she tells him that she wants him to bring someone. This is because her husband will be there. You can bring your man or friend, just bring a +1 to the trip. Because there will, if there are activities that, require you to team up with somebody, she wants everybody to have somebody to team up with. So she calls Kenya so she can stress one more time that it's a couples trip. When she gets her on the line, she invites them all to her house for a little pre-Jamaica get-together. And then she tells them, oh, and Kenya, this is a couples trip. This is a couples trip. And Kenya's just like, girl, I'm not doing this. And she just hangs up on her. And I can honestly say that I understood why she got aggravated. Because, for one, the last time that there was a couples situation, I think it was Kenya. Yeah, it was Kenya again that was like, so this is a couples trip? Like, I didn't know we could bring somebody. Yeah, and so Sonya trying to be cute. She's trying to be cute. And Kenya picked up on that. But, of course, Sonya's going to backpedal. And no, that's not what I meant. I was trying. Girl, whatever. What the fuck ever. Over there at Candy's house, they also talk about the Blue Ridge Mountains and how Jamaica cannot go that way. It just cannot. Candy has some news. She let them know that the play got shut down. Some Omicron came through and got a few of the cast members, so they had to shut down production. which devastated her. And she was in her confessional like boo-hoo, like her face was wet. She was crying about that thing. It really broke her heart because she felt like it's bigger than, you know, just a production, just putting on a production. This is monumental for her because of the message behind the story and you know, and what she was producing and what she was putting out. She wants to be able to give Black people the opportunities, you know, and so it just broke her heart. And so I love that about Kandi. I really do. I really do like that about Kandi, that she is such a humble person. You know, like she is very humble. Very, very, very humble. I love that about her. Yeah, that was it for that. Anyway, Marlo, she sees a parenting coach, and I'm like, I feel like I might need to see me a parenting coach, just, you know, just because, you know, like I didn't even know that was a thing, that you can go and see a parenting coach. Now, granted, I know that people take parenting classes and that sort, and go to that sort of thing, as a requirement, like it's court ordered for you to go around there. But I didn't know that people just actually, you know, just solicited that out for themselves. So that was cool. That was cool. She went to go see someone, you know, for her issue. She immediately started that crying. I'm like, we don't see no tears, but okay. Okay, Marlo. She expresses what's been going on with her and the boys and all of that. And he gives her some tools to take back home with her. Of course, I was jotting myself, you know. It don't hurt. It does not hurt. But she's going to let them come back. And, you know, they all need structure and consistency. And it's going to have to start with her. And so she's going to let them come back home. Kandi and Todd have a family meeting with the girls. You know, minus Ace and Blaze. But they have the family meeting, and Kandi and Todd they're getting their estate in order, their estate affairs in order. And they're working on trust and all of that. Production is so messy. They list all of Kandi's accolades and assets. And then they list Todd's New York condo. I said, why y'all had to do him like that? Why y'all had to do him like that? Of course, they've built things, they've built up businesses together, but that was messy and petty for them to do that to Todd. I don't know why they did that, because Todd don't deserve that. But anyway, the girls, all of them, Kandi included, they don't feel like Todd is going to be the type to divvy out the coin if need be. If something were to happen to Kandi and he had to disperse things, he more than likely would be very frugal about it. And that might not always be what Kandi wants. Kandi doesn't feel like they agree on that sort of thing. He's very different. They're different in the way that they parent. They're different with all of that, because Todd don't care nothing about the lifestyle. He's trying to build character, and he wants them to be self-sufficient, all of that. Whereas Kandi has it, and so she's not, you know, pressed about giving it to her children. So they're different in that way. That kind of hurt Ty's feelings. Like, well, no, kinda. His feelings was hurt. He ain't like that. He didn't like that negative connotation that basically, what are you trying to say, that I wouldn't take care of your child if something were to happen to you? Because of course he would, you know, and that's not what they're saying. That's not. Poor Todd. Sheree, we see that she goes to a fabric store, and, you know, she's shopping around for some fabric. She tells them, you know, her line will also have men and women clothing, and with the men's line, she's going to have a VPL, and they looking like, what's that? They're confused, and she says, a visual print line. So you're going to be able to see the print automatically. There ain't going to be no looking for a print. The print will be outlined. I don't know why she felt like we needed that, but okay. I mean, okay. They give her, you know, some info on wholesale, all of that. I think she picks out a couple of prints and, you know, a couple of fabrics. I don't know, but she's building up to this She by Sheree, this show that's gonna, you know, close out the season. Okay, Kandi and Todd, they sit down and talk again about the family meeting. He was offended He was absolutely offended, but he knows that she's right. She is right. He would absolutely be a lot more strict with handing out the money. He just asked, just make it clear. Just make it clear and concise so that I don't have to be asked anything, in the event that something happens to you. Just make it clear on paper. And she can do that, of course. She changes the subject. A producer that was working on the production she was just doing asked her to be a part of another one. Nick, her manager, doesn't think that she should do it. He feels like the same thing could happen over here again with this one. And Todd is like, so what? Why can't you produce on one, it fall through, produce on another, it fall through? Okay, produce on a third one. Like, keep working at what you're doing. It shows that you have determination. It shows that you really do want to be in these circles. You want a seat at this table. And to him, it's commendable. And y'all, I like Todd, but in this moment, I could honestly see why she's still married to him, why she married him. That is a married quality. Like, that's a marriage quality right there. Todd, the way he uplifted her and affirmed her. Yep. And words of affirmation is my love language anyway. And so seeing that, like, I was all like, that's a good man. That's a good man. That's a good man there, girl. That's a good man there. And she know it. She went and she had to go over and sit on his lap because you just, listen, talking to me that way is talking dirty. Because you believe in me? Yep. Yep. Come on over here. Yep. That was beautiful. I love to see it. Todd is a good man. He ain't here for Candy's coin. Like Mama Joyce like to, paint that picture, and like people like to say, he's this and he's that. Todd is she got a good one. She has a good partner. She really does. Sonya's at the house. She's decorating for Sheree's surprise party. Marlo gets there, the rest of the ladies show up all, whatever. Sonya asks Drew, because Drew come in there empty-handed, like, why are you empty-handed? This is a birthday party. She's like, well, don't you remember what happened in Blue Ridge? Shit, I ain't worried about Sheree. I'm the gift. I'm here. Kenya gets there, she speaks to everybody. She even speaks to Marlo. Marlo, of course, with that same I'm not going to let Kenya mess up my vibe. Girl, whatever. Yes, you are. Because the sheer at sight, you annoyed, you upset. Sonya takes Kenya around a little tour. She knows that Kenya, can give her some ideas on the home, and she want to talk to her about hanging up in her face. Sonya just tells her, if you didn't like what I said, let me know. Don't hang up in my face, because that we not gonna do. And Kenya's like, girl, I'll hang up anytime I want if I don't like what you're saying. Yeah, girl, I'll do it again. They come to a common ground though, and Sonya apologizes for how she was making Kenya feel. She just wanted to make sure that she knew, you didn't have to bring a man. I wasn't trying to stress that. I was just trying to stress you can bring somebody. It doesn't have to be a man. You can bring one of your girlfriends. That's all. Candy on the outside, outside, because everybody's like, where is Sonya and Kenya? And then Candy fills them in. Well, this is what they could possibly be talking about, so Candy was already in the know. Kenya and Sonya rejoin the group. Sheree is pulling up, and when she gets there, she's just so surprised. Sheree's outfit was, yes, ma'am. Absolutely, yes. She looked great. When is Sheree's birthday? Because I want to say we're in the winter months now. They're dressing warm, so I'm gonna figure out when Sheree's birthday is. But anyway, they talking about Drew and Kenya are roasting Sonya's decorations, all of it. They roasting the food. Ain't no bartender. Sheree had that to say as well. She felt like she wasn't really impressed either. But But it's like, it's the thought that counts. It's the, you want your friends to go above and beyond and do what you see on Instagram. Listen, because I'm that way as well. I'm that way as well. I want just once to walk into a room and the room be completely decked out. I mean, decorated down for me. You know, all for me. I want to walk in there and it be like, oh my God, thank you guys. And everybody's dressed nice. Nobody missed the mark. Everybody is, you know, coming with looks. People are on theme if there's a theme. Like, I just want just once. Just once. I don't want things to be half done at my expense, you know. So I I get that, but you know, you have to be appreciative of what people do for you. You really do. You can't just go around shitting on people's, you know, thoughtfulness. Anyway, because the photo booth wasn't working. They say the food was dry. They say the food was dry. Y'all, Kenya called them damn beef patties. She called the beef patties tortillas, and I laughed for like 5 minutes straight. You said them dry ass tortillas. I was like, not tortillas. It's a beef patty. Why would she call the beef patty a tortilla? Like, why would you even do that? Ooh. Anyway, that was the beef patty was the hors d'oeuvre. They had some rice and peas and some jerk chicken and some curry goat and all of that. They had that too. While they're eating. Y'all, it's just so funny. A tortilla. While they're eating, Drew, she got to get it started. Hold on, y'all. Okay, Drew, she got to get it started. She want to fight. She want to fight with Sheree, and so she just gonna stir up the mess. She basically mad. You know, you done brought Fatum around here. I don't like Fatum, and you brought her around here, so I'm just gonna direct all my anger at you. And Sheree is like, girl, you are mad at that lady and not me. So please stop coming for me. Sheree starts saying she should. I'm throwing tomatoes. Boo, I'm throwing tomato. And then Drew is, what are you talking about? I don't know. What? Kenya over there. Oh my goodness. Anyway, after they have all that back and forth, Drew got the nerve. She makes an ageist comment talking about, I don't know, maybe I know you done got up in age, maybe you don't remember. And Sheree's like, excuse me, bitch, what? Bitch, old and cold, bitch. You better hope you look this good when you get my age. Marlo says the same thing in her confessional, but then gonna say, she better hope that she looks as good as Sheree does at 60. And the producer's like, she's 52. Now, you know that lady ain't no 60, Marlo. 60? I would have probably said maybe 57. I could see Sheree being like 55 years old. Sorry, y'all. My daddy was calling me. I hope Eden don't come in here, because when my phone rings, so does her tablet. And so she might have answered my call just now, because it only rang a couple of times, and I feel like Eden answered the phone. And she finna come in here and try to hand me the phone, because my parents are right now out buying my kids' school supplies. Bless God for grandparents, okay? Ooh, thank you, Lord, for grandparents, because the lists get long. I mean, they not gonna get everything on the list, but the fact that they out and they're getting them something in general. Bless God for the grandparents. Both sets, because both sets contributed to the school supply list. We thank you. Anyway. They make Drew sing Sheree happy birthday, and she does. At first she's reluctant, you know, but they're like, girl, go on and sing her happy birthday and let that shit go. So she sings her happy birthday. She sings pretty too. Drew has a very beautiful voice. She really does. Anyway, Sonya sits them down because she's gonna give them the rules for Jamaica. Rule number 1, water friendly hair. I don't want to hear, I can't get in the water, my hair. Water friendly hair. You already know from jump, get that hair braided. Thank you. Rule number 2, no standoffs, none of that arguing, none of that. None of that. Rule number 3, no props. Drew say, girl, I love a good prop. I'm an actor. Love a good prop to set up my scene. So she's admitting that she was setting up a scene. Okay, and that's okay, I guess. As long as you admit that she was on some bullshit. As long as you admit it. Rule number 4, no weed. It is not legal. Don't think that you can bring your weed and partake in Jamaica. You might get locked up, and I'm not. You go to jail. I don't got nothing for you. So no weed. It's not legal. But I'm just like, it cannot be legal all they want to, but you ain't finna pretend like I can't smoke a blunt in Jamaica. Jamaica of all places, and you really think I'm not gonna smoke a blunt? Bye, Sonya. I would have been like, well, girl, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can go. No weed? Oh, I can't go. You tell me that on any trip. No weed? Oh, I ain't going. We just not going then. Sorry. Anyway, they all agree, you know, to her rules or whatever. So Jamaica, here they come. Here they come. I guess next week we're gonna finally get to Jamaica and get some happenings going on. Yeah, that's where they end. So that's it, guys. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.